You see it in the news and you think nothing of it. Then it happens to you, and the nightmare begins. I was in a responsible position after years of working up the corporate ladder in a career that I loved. And one day, I'm arrested in front of colleagues and the public. I've never been in trouble with the police, so why? Surely they must have the wrong person. They handcuffed me and marched me past reception. What's it for? An allegation of rape, they replied. I woke up in a police van. I'd fainted. I thought of my wife, my family, and then a cold reality, being called a sex offender. Apart from my wife, I'd only ever had sex with one other woman. Someone I'd met on a date, and it couldn't have been her. We'd had a great night, plenty of drink, fun time. She was funny, had a sense of humour. Surely, it's not her. I could prove my innocence if I had my phone. The officer held up a sealed bag, an evidence bag. You won't see this phone for a long time. At the station, I felt humiliated. I was searched, the swabs taken, photographed, fingerprinted, then told to remove tie and shoelaces. For my own safety, they said. I never realised that some people commit suicide on charges like this. I was put in a cell, waiting the free duty solicitor for my interview. He turned up hurriedly, looked through my files. Rape, an offence, could be 7 years. I've had clients whose family left them. My advice, what you do is when we go in for the interview, you just reply, no comment, to every question. It's early days, so no comment, right? I was distraught. After the interview, given bail with severe restrictions, banning me from parts of the town, restricting me to my home address. As well as my mobile phone, they had my passport, work laptop. Outside the station, the solicitor winked at me and said, next thing you'll hear is if they charge you or not. Then he just walked away. Just left me holding my tie and laces. At home, I was ashamed. As I explained to my wife how I'd cheated on her, and understandably she upped and left with the kids. At night, empty house reflected how I felt, empty and suicidal. Reached out for a bottle of whiskey. I wanted to just sink into oblivion, then I stopped. A family photograph stopped me. One more chance. I was innocent. I knew it. So I decided to give myself a chance. I went on the home PC and searched falsely accused of rape and bailed. Holborn Adams appeared. I called the number. It was 11 o'clock at night, and a qualified legal representative answered immediately. In a non-judgmental approach and with compassion, they explained they're experts in rape allegations and sexual offences. They kept me calm, and they navigated me through what had happened and how it's just not the end. Suddenly the house didn't seem so empty, and I felt a sense of purpose to end this nightmare. So I instructed Holborn Adams for their pre-charge specialist service. Within 24 hours, the police were notified that I would be defending my case. Shortly after my bail was verified for me to return to work. They went beyond the call of duty. They even sat with me and my wife and explained how false allegations of rape occur. My wife had every right to leave me, but she stood by me. She realised there was a defence and wanted to help me. She didn't want me to go to prison or stop the kids seeing their father. Holborn Adams supported me from start to finish. We would speak every day, even when the case was already prepared. Well, these actions for me echoed their humanity throughout my case. They had me attend their recommended counsellors, helped me work through my suicidal thoughts, and enabled my wife and I to work through it together, saving our marriage. Holborn Adams made pre-charge representations before a charge decision was made. They rigorously defended my position of this false rape allegation. Holborn Adams' defence representations were successful. My case ended in no further action. Going with Holborn Adams, I avoided prison, a lifetime of hell, and a criminal record, and being placed on the sex offenders register. The allegation alone tested my marriage, mental health, family, livelihood. I was very ashamed. I am now. However, I'm rebuilding my marriage as opposed to sitting in a police cell contemplating suicide. Small steps, but Holborn Adams gave me the stepping stone for a second chance at life.